Welcome, folks, to our Shitty Opinion Wrestling Edition. We have a clash in Italy. 5 matches, betting odds, and my terrible picks. So we will get into it. I think I'm gonna have to move me over here. Okay, so we have Becky Lynch versus Sol Ruka again. Now, okay, Clash in Italy is essentially Backlash 2.0. Every single one of these matches we're going to go over were rematches. I don't know what the WWE is doing. I don't know if I should even care anymore. But um, on Saturday Night Main Event, I had Sol Ruka winning. Not that it mattered. I mean, either way, I don't care. But that match was all of what, 3 minutes, 4 minutes. It was a good match, whatever was wrestling. But the ending, I don't know. I don't get it. I don't know what they're trying to do. But I don't know if they're going to prolong this. I don't know what their goal is with this. I wouldn't mind seeing Sol Ruka win, do like a Lyra Valkyrie type of thing, and with Becky, because I don't know what they're doing. But anyway, so the odds for this are, whereas this match had odds last night, magically this has appeared, and they popped up somewhere else again. So we have Sol Ruka winning at a -350 and Becky Lynch at losing at a +225. Since we don't know where they're going with this, and here's the thing I have a problem with, is if Sol just loses cleanly, there's no place for this to go for the future to build her. I mean, because they're doing a terrible job getting storylines going. Becky has a championship. Anybody should be able to challenge her. Don't know who they would have challenge her. So I don't know if they want to just end it here, or do they want to keep going and have like a 2 out of 3 weird thing going on? And I don't know, because it wouldn't matter anyway, because Sol technically won the last match. Or are we gonna try and set up for a Jessica CARR Becky thing, because that's what it's basically more turning into. But so I don't know what they're doing with this. Some of these, I don't know what WWE is doing at all. I don't think most of us do. We have what we wish they would do, but so I don't know. I would go with Sol Ruka winning this, because I'm gonna keep going with that, because I think they're gonna try and do some sort of Jessica CARR again, oopsie type of whatever. I don't fucking know. But anyways, but Sol Ruka's picked to win at a -325. I wouldn't put money on it, obviously, because he's not going to win any. But we get into Roman versus Jacob Fatu. What is this called? Tribal Combat. I mean, I didn't mind this whole. I didn't care for the whole Usos, Roman Reigns dominating everything prior to this, just because everything was shenanigan based. And then when it came back recently, I was like, okay, I can roll with this. I don't mind it. Gives them all something to do in some storyline or whatnot. So I'm like, all right. Now, like, if Jacob loses, what are they going to do with him? And if Roman wins, are they just going to go with the whole tribe thing again? And if Jacob wins, does it mean he's the tribal chief? I think I don't know how this whole story works with the tribal whatever and all this stuff. The Jacob should win, I think. I mean, what are the odds on this one? Jacob is underdog by +325, which at $5 would give us $16. And Roman Reigns is a big favorite at a -550. So, do they want to go with the whole tribal chief Uso thing again, or and then what's Jacob gonna do? I mean, and then if the Usos get involved, are they going to? I mean, they can get involved, but then does this bring in the younger brother and the MFTs and all that? I mean, I don't know. This is a whole setup for virtually anything. So I'd like Jacob Fatu to win. I think a lot of people would. He obviously could use the belt. he's a big favorite. Roman doesn't need a belt, and the whole tribal chief thing, does it? I don't know. Does it go to him? Let's see, for the title of the tribal chiefs. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't see them doing that with Jacob, but it would be a fun twist. It would increase the storyline because God forbid they take storylines and expand upon them and go and make a swerve and do something different. So I don't know. I'm gonna say Roman's gonna win, but I would prefer Jacob to win because it's ridiculous at this point what they're doing with all these things. So anyway, so we got next up we got Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar 2. Now I think Brock Lesnar's gonna win. He has picked the win at a -350. Obafemi's a +210 because I don't know why Brock came back. Only thing I heard, like I said, I don't like to pay attention to a lot of news stuff and everything else, but my presumption is that it was a contract thing, and I think his retirement at WrestleMania and that whole scene was perfect. You cannot recreate such a thing because it caught everybody off guard. I think it felt like it caught everybody in the back off guard, from what I understood. It caught Obafemi off guard, and it even caught uh, Paul Heyman off guard. It looked like, I don't know. I just feel like you cannot recreate something so great. They bring him back probably because they want to expand something, I guess, and do a best 2 out of 3. Is my guess. Because if Oba wins, what's the point of them wrestling again? And to lose twice and to have Brock keep losing. So it would make no sense to have Brock lose again. And I feel like it was a contract thing, and they tried to pull some shit, even though they got rid of a bunch of wrestlers that they didn't like their contracts. This guy leaves voluntarily, and they're mad about it. So I don't know. Obviously, everything's about money and dumb decisions with this company now. So I'm gonna go with Lesnar's gonna win. I don't mind Lesnar winning, to be honest with you, because I mean, if they're gonna have a feud, they might as well keep it going and make it worthwhile anyway, because it is a fun feud. Hopefully, the match lasts longer than the last one. I like watching two guys go at it, big guys, excuse me, go at it, and actually, like make it a big athletic brawl for big guys, and rather than just having high flyers around all over the place. So I like seeing because we don't have a lot of big guys left, so I can roll with this. But I could definitely see Brock winning this. I think this whole idea of this match is pretty stupid to be honest with you. And they should have moved on for it. But this is again them running out of this whole thing is them running out of stuff. Anyway, so we got Rhea Ripley against Jade Cargill again. So we obviously feel like Jade's gonna lose unless they're gonna do another. I mean, is this all set up for SummerSlam already in August? I mean, like they're just gonna keep doing this type of shit. Um, they should set up to hold on. What are the odds in this? Do I have them here? Yeah, Jade Cargill's a +800 to win. Rhea Ripley's a -2,500. I mean, it's clear and obvious what they want to do with it. But I feel like this is supposed to be setting up to something bigger with Charlotte and Rhea. Obviously, I think we all kind of got that feeling, and I think Jade does fine with her crew. I think she's doing a good job. Hopefully, this matches she performs as well against Rhea in this one. But again, I don't know what they're trying to do because you can't really have something move forward with them again for SummerSlam if Jade loses, obviously, and you can't build a conflict with I don't think as well if Rhea holds a belt and build a conflict with Charlotte without like something on like a third party kind of breaking through that. Now if Jade wins, it could be, well, does Charlotte have the right to the belts? Does Rhea have the right to the belts or the challenge? Excuse me. And then you could kind of build around that. This I don't know where it could go if Rhea wins, and that would be entertaining and fun. So is this going to be a shenanigan match where Alexa and Charlotte are out there, and Michin and BFAB are out there, obviously, and some sort of shenanigan gets going because it'd be good if shenanigans get going. Jade wins because of Charlotte got involved in something and distracted something and caused something to make Rhea lose. This is the type of stories that need to be built that way in these dramas. because there's a lot of people involved in this, and you could go a lot of different ways rather than just having these random matches like on SmackDown, whatever else. So with Alexa and Jade and whatever popping up. So that would make sense to me, but we know WWE does not make sense. So we'll have to see what goes on with that. And last but not least, we have Cody versus Gunther. I want to see Gunther win. I think Cody's a better character chasing. I say this in every video that I do and every conversation I have with people. Cody's just a far better character chasing a belt. I'm a huge fan of both of them. They're both in my present top five that I enjoy watching. I don't care to listen to them talk all the time, but I do enjoy watching them. To and I think Cody just needs to drop it, and it needs to drop to somebody who can go and do something different with it. And a heel should have it, I think, right now, so they can bring some more eyes to the belts. Considering they're not bringing any eyes to any belt except for the Intercontinental Championship at this point, and the men's Intercontinental Championship and everything else, they're pretty much ignoring. Even though we have championship matches going on in this one, these other matches. But as far as stories are concerned, you give it to Gunther, you can have more stories going on. If especially if Randy Orton is really actually injured. But again, you can do one of those things where who has the right to fight for the belt again. I don't know. I just feel like the odds in this are Gunther is favored to win. Actually, no, it's a tie. They're both at a minus 120. I would go Gunther and get my $4 off a $5 bet. But who knows what's going on with WWE? I do think it's going to be time for me to do another Dare WWE video because I don't think they know what's going on. I don't. They have all this talent. They're not doing jack shit with it. Again, per usual, they're wasting time. They're not doing anything with champions again, and we are stuck with dumb storylines and non-existent storylines and random matches. And I think these two could actually have a good storyline if Gunther wins. Because if he loses, is where else are you going to go with it? Again, only if shenanigans change it up. But we don't want to see shenanigans. We want to see a nice, fun, clean match. So it would be nice to actually have Gunther win, stories being made, stories being told and created, and stuff that makes sense for a fan base. Excuse me, that is dying to follow stories. I mean, the idea is that WWE seems to forget, or TKO doesn't seem to care. It's one or the other that we watch because there's the drama is week to week, not single for each single episode, not episode per episode, if that makes any sense. So we watch TV shows because we want to see what happens next week, what sub story is going to come out of it, like they do with Danhausen beautifully, where he sits there and he has this whatever's going on in the background everywhere he goes and who he's creating and coming back, whether it's Baron Corbin or whoever they think it is, or and that shit's fun. You build that type of stuff. This ain't doing shit. None of them. So anyway, that would be another rant for another video. But matches could all these matches are potentially good matches, and they give them the time, and it's only 5 matches. They should have the time. If they let these people cook and rock out, I expect a lot of great wrestling to occur. I think there is. I mean, they could also ruin it too, but my guess would be match of the nights. If I had to guess one, I mean, I'd like to think it would be Brock Lesnar and Obafemi. If any title's going to change, you heard my picks, but that's all I have to say, folks. I'm going to do a video now bitching about the WWE and what they can and can't do, in my opinion, as a casual fan. So, folks, thank you for watching, and good luck and enjoy the show.